Welcome back to the Craft Parenting Podcast. Podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. And we are back once more to talk about the higher gravity Beervent calendar.
I should probably ask you what you're doing for the intro and how much of my dancing is making it into these episodes. I'll find out later, I guess.
I guess you will. So we are going to discuss day 4, and we're going to make this nice and concise so I don't have to edit 10 minutes of you searching through your podcatcher, looking for a certain events podcast that you may or may not subscribe to.
I subscribe to it now.
So as you can tell, I am not feeling very well, but we are here for you, dear listener and viewer.
We do this for you.
I have a frog in my throat.
See, I just say that a sea witch stole my voice.
Well, I still have a voice.
This is true. You do.
But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Day 4, what do we have?
It is Listermann Unplugged, a fruited blonde ale, and it's batch 3 of their Unplugged series. So, description from the can is: next to the stage in our limited Unplugged series, please welcome the talented duo Guava and Key Lime, accompanied by Motueka, and a special appearance by Vanilla. Please enjoy this refreshingly bright and smooth performance. Okay, this is Motueka.
Just roll with it.
It's good.
It's fine.
It's fine. I had to explain to somebody at work the difference between it's fine and it's fine for jokes.
Okay.
Because he told me that something was fine, and I was like, well, is it fine or is it fine? And he was like, what? Because English is a second language. So I had to explain what that was, and then we joked about it for a good 10 minutes. It was nice. So
while you're pouring that, do you want to elaborate on what the difference is?
So one is that I'm actually fine, and the other is that I'm telling you that I'm fine, but everything is not fine, and I need you to figure that out yourself.
So
because I don't have the mental capacity to tell you how to fix it. You need to use the gray matter in your brain to figure out how to fix it.
So very passive aggressive, like Marie from Everybody Loves Raymond.
It could be construed that way.
Yeah.
Did I send you a GIF of her recently? I feel like I did. Or at least thought about it.
No. We used to watch Everybody Loves Raymond.
We did.
On YouTube TV.
There's still some more in the can. So, while Joe sniffs and tastes. I don't know how much you can sniff and taste, though. I guess we'll find out.
It was very fruity.
Their Unplugged series is different beers. Because at first I was looking at this, and it was a New England IPA that looked very different from this. And I was like, ooh, Joe might not like this. What's that? There was a like button that came up on the screen. And we're back. Because something weird happened. It's the ghost of Christmas present as we enjoy our Christmas presents.
Wow.
Okay.
You have jokes.
I do. So Listermann has a few different beers in their Unplugged series. I mean, obviously this is beer number 3, but my initial Unplugged search brought up a New England IPA that I did not think that Joe would enjoy at all. I mean, you also don't really like mango. I like this. So to the beer, it's slightly cloudy, but I can still kind of see Joe's face through it. It's golden, and the head is like completely gone in my glass, but it was white.
It's very bubbly.
It is very fruity and effervescent. Maybe
there's lots of bubbles. So you said the head was gone, but it's very carbonated.
Yeah. It's got a nice little bubble on my tongue.
Sometimes the additives, especially if they're acidic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what guava is. Is a guava acidic?
Oh, it is guava, not mango. My bad. They sound similar. They don't.
I don't think I've ever had a guava, but sometimes, as I was saying, when you add like an acidic ingredient, the head will disappear.
Yeah.
So like if you add lime.
And I definitely get the lime. It's there. It makes it a little tart.
Is there lime in this?
There is lime.
Oh, key lime.
That's okay. So key lime is just like
I don't know.
a type of lime. Like there's 20,000 different varieties of apples. There's a handful of varieties of limes. Key lime is specific to Florida and key lime pie.
I know key lime pie, but I just thought
it is because of this. It is because of the specific type of lime that is in the pie.
I don't like key lime pie, so my knowledge of key lime is non-existent.
Yeah.
But it's exactly what they say it is. It's fruity, very flavorful, and very bubbly. It's almost like the spritzer juice. So you add the juice in the spritzer.
Like soda water.
Yeah.
I have added soda water to some juice.
Yeah. That's a very European thing. So, or like sparkling water or something.
Do you think the lime in this will help you with your sickness that Lily brought home?
It's not congestion. It's just, it's in my chest. I don't know.
We just need to give you a lot of tea then.
Yeah, I don't.
Burn it all out.
I guess. Or hot pho. We need pho.
Oh.
Or pho.
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 That would be so good.
Put all the hot sauce in it.
So the other day, and it'll truly be like the other day when this releases, we had Skyline, and I was like, oh, let me grab some hot sauce. Like it was homemade Skyline. And I started putting some that was when we were doing Skyline. And I put some hot sauce on it. And Lily's like, hot sauce, please. And so I give her a chip with hot sauce on it. Another chip, please, Mama.
It's a cracker.
Cracker. I am going on like 4 hours of sleep right now. We are here. We are recording. I am doing this for the listener and the Beervent box.
And the editor.
So I put hot sauce on like 5 or 6 different crackers. And then she's like, I'm done with hot sauce now. And I was like, sweet. Okay, that's fine. And so I set the hot sauce to the side. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, more hot sauce, please, Mama. And I was like, Elliot, do you want any hot sauce? No. It might help out your nose, bud, because he has a stuffy nose. No. Okay. So, yeah, hot sauce is not a deterrent in our house for Lily. She wants more.
Elliot's favorite word now is yuck.
It is. And anytime we give him something that is not applesauce, and sometimes even if it is, we give him applesauce, the first word out of his mouth is yuck. But you haven't even tried it yet. How do you know you don't like it if you haven't even licked it? Just lick it, please. I did get Lily to eat grilled cheese today because it's been a hot second since she has eaten grilled cheese, but she used to love grilled cheese because I described it. Well, one, I had to call it Princess Belle grilled cheese. And
grilled toasty.
Grilled toasty. And it was Princess Aurora tomato soup because everything had to be princess.
Princess food, yep. That's what she wanted. She has a very wild imagination.
I love her to pieces, but I do not know where some of that stuff comes from. So I got her to eat a bite of Princess Belle grilled toasty by telling her that it was like a crouton or a crunchy, because croutons are called crunchies in our house. And the kids always ask me for the crunchies when I get a salad. And she finally ate a bite. And I was like, so what was that? And she's like, oh, it's good. I'm like, yeah, because you used to love this. Mm-hmm. We literally made grilled cheese and tomato soup like 3 weeks in a row because Lily loved it. And then all of a sudden, I don't like that. It was all that you ate for a hot second. Kids, man, they're weird.
Okay.
But this beer is delicious.
Tell us about Listermann.
Well, so I'll tell you what's on their website, and then I can go through what I know of Listermann, because we've talked about it a bit. They have changed ownership recently, which they do not mention on their website. This is when you're supposed to vamp.
I have a frog in my throat. I can't really vamp.
Are you feeling hoppyish? I was trying to think of something that was frog related and jumpy. Are you feeling jumpy? There we go. That's the one. Edit out all the other ones.
Remember concise. So I can not edit for 5 hours.
We'll keep it down to 4.5.
Okay.
So, about from their website. Listermann Brewing Company is a neighborhood brewery and homebrew supply store that focuses on innovative beer in the local community. The homebrew store has been operating since 1991. Hey, that's the year that I was born. And the brewery has been producing a variety of award-winning beers since 2008. The taproom boasts an inviting, friendly character and historic charm. Come for the beer, stay for the people. Our passion is innovative, high-quality, award-winning craft beer and supporting the local Cincinnati community. Since the brewery's opening in 2008, Listermann Brewing Company has risen to become a nationally recognized, heavily decorated craft beer icon with gold medals from GABF, Great American Beer Festival, FOBAB, Festival of Wood and Barrel Aged Beers. There's no W in there. And the U.S. Open Beer Cup. So their most recent awards in 2023 were for Chickow Coconut Fudge, which won gold at the U.S. Open Beer Championship, and for Icker Zeus, which won silver in the U.S. Open Beer Championship. But my favorite is that in 2001, they won a silver medal at the
21?
U.S. 21. What did I say?
2001.
I meant 21. In 2021, they won a silver at the U.S. Open Beer Championship. I'm pretty sure just for the name, but the beer also won a medal for I hated Listermann before it was cool. Because at one point, I mean, it was 2021. In 2021, they had 2 competing beers. I hated Listermann before it was cool, and I loved Listermann before it was cool. That was the thing that they did for a hot second.
Oh, was it?
It was.
I forgot about that.
I did not.
Okay.
Because I have loved Listermann before it was cool.
That was our first growler.
It was.
I think we still have it over there.
We do still have the growler somewhere in this house. It's either in the bar or it's in a box that still needs to be unpacked.
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
We've been in this house for almost a year and we're 2/3 of the way unpacked.
Not quite a year.
I said almost a year.
So Listermann is one of the OG like craft breweries in Cincinnati. So there was Listermann, there was Mount Carmel, Rivertown. I'm sure I'm missing some of the early ones. So before like Rheingeist and Matry.
While those guys were still homebrewing in their garages.
Right.
Or before they were able to homebrew in their garage because they were not quite yet old enough.
Braxton.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the OGs as well.
Yeah.
Braxton was, I guess, the second wave. Like
it was like the start of the next wave.
That was like the Matry Rheingeist wave.
Yeah.
I believe.
So it was started by Dan Listermann in 1991 as just a homebrew supply shop because he was homebrewing when it may or may not have been legal to do so and was creating his own homebrew equipment that he was then selling to other people. So that needed to become its own thing. So they made it its own thing. And then they were like, hey, let's start brewing beer. And then, oh, hey, we can finally have a tap room because they changed the liquor laws in Ohio. Sweet.
And it was an experience to go to Listermann.
It was a very tiny tap room.
Yeah.
When you walk in the doors to their tap room, that was the tap room. And like I remember when I went for the first time, it was when I was a senior in college for my beer tasting class. And there were some guys playing like N64 on the TV in the tap room because they just had a TV that had a bunch of old school consoles hooked up to it. that you could play on. It's like Tuesday night or whatever.
Those were the days.
They were. And it was like the most rickety, janky bar ever. Like it was like one of the bars that we used at Oktoberfest as like it's on wheels. It's kind of wobbly. It only had like 6 taps. Hey, I made it do the thing again. I don't know. I'm so confused. There is a ghost in the computer. Actions make it do stuff, but I don't know how I make it do things. So I'm just going to keep moving my hands in weird fashions and confuse everybody on YouTube. Hi, people on YouTube. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Station identification. We are the Crash Parenting Podcast. So eventually Listermann, the brewery, started becoming bigger, and they moved the homebrew shop into their back offices and turned the homebrew shop into the second part of their tap room. And that's where the in-house food lives, and they've got all those picnic tables set up. So you've got plenty of room there. And then they kind of shoved the homebrew shop into the back of the store.
It was always in the back of the store, but it was a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And yeah, Listermann is they do good work. They've always done good work.
Mm-hmm.
Especially they're more like the tradition. I mean, they've grown. They've done a bunch of different things over the years.
I would say you never know what's going to come out of Listermann style-wise.
Yeah.
But you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's always good. But for a while there, they were doing like barrel-aged.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would have and release. Like that's the other thing. Listermann was the place to go to for like bottle releases. And then since then, Braxton and Streetside and I think Sonder just did Family Traditions.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I don't know how much. I know bottle sharing still happens, but it's not to the same extent that it used to be, because like Family Traditions Day, all of those bottles were ordered online.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, I need to get in line at 5 a.m. to make sure that I can get what I want. It's, no, I need to make sure that I'm at my computer at noon on Tuesday.
People were saying that, yeah, they logged in for 12:04.
And everything was gone. Or like they had stuff in their cart, and when they went to check out, 2 of the beers were missing because they had already been sold.
Yeah.
So if you weren't quick with it.
Yeah. But there are definitely pros and cons. I don't know that Listermann necessarily encouraged the bottle sharing, but it happened.
Mm-hmm. They make sure that you're not on their property. You're on the sidewalk, so you can get full-blown arrested or whatever.
I mean, they put the empties on their property.
They do. There's usually a nice little line, or there was.
We went to, I think we talked about this in our 100th episode, but not to count that, but we went to a couple at Listermann.
Yeah, I think literally a couple, it was 2.
Yeah.
We went to the OG Team Fiona release.
Yes.
And then we went to Chicao Day, which was mildly on accident. Because I had my weeks wrong. But it was a great time. There's balloons. What the what? I'm so confused. Is it me sleeping? Is this a...
I saw it. No, I saw it. I don't know what's going on. But we better wrap this up because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good beer. I would like to drink more of this. It's more of like a summer beer for me.
Oh, there's more.
Okay, that's fine. Probably because of the lime and the guava, I associate those things more with summery kind of things. But it's very cold outside today.
The vanilla, that's like a warming spice though.
Yeah, so the vanilla helps out. Shout out to Julia / the Gnarly Gnome for hooking us up with a sweet Alexandria Brewing glass to add to our collection.
Yeah. I don't know where we got this from, but cheers.
I got that from my beer tasting class in college.
You got this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got a glass from Mad Tree and...
Streetside.
Yeah. That was for my homebrew class.
Yes.
I got a class from Streetside.
All right, let's wrap this up.
So yeah, good beer. Excited to see what day 5 brings because these are very different beers. It's fun. I like it.
This is what, day 4?
This is day 4.
Yeah, day 4.
I am at Caroline Creates Crafts. You're at...
Well, I was going to say, there's just been a wide variety so far. There's been like a 16%er.
Now this one's only 4.7.
Well, just different flavor profiles.
Yeah.
It's a wide variety of stuff. So I'm excited for the coming reveals.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Okay, so I am at Craft Parenting Joe on Instagram.
At Caroline Creates Crafts on Instagram and Caroline's Creative Crafts on Facebook. I sell scrunchies. Hey.
And you can follow us on YouTube. We'll see you next time, the Craft Parenting Podcast.
Bye.